No. Absolutely not.
So you wrote Big Fish on here?
I did.
And I was ready for the story.
No, it's just a typo. No.
Riley comes in. Angel City on the board.
Corner kick presented by Cedar Sinai. Shifty work into the box. And across, it's in! Oh, it's Lulu! It's a dream return!
Hi, everyone, and welcome to Casual FC, an Angel City match preview and footy therapy podcast featuring two certified footy therapists. I'm your host, Angela Morales, with my hotel room visiting co-host, Mario Salazar.
Yep, coming to you live from a hotel in New York City.
This is our match preview of our upcoming match on Sunday, August 9th, versus the Seattle Reign at Lumen Field at 6 p.m. kickoff, and it'll actually be on ESPN 2 as well as iHeartRadio if you're not able to watch.
Last time it said it was going to be on ESPN 2. They put it on actual ESPN, straight up. So,
I don't know. So who knows?
Check the schedule. Check
Absolutely
check the channels. Check the app. All of that. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's daytime. I don't know if anybody can tell. It's bright. I am naturally lit by the sun in the house. We are recording early on Sunday morning after Angel City's match yesterday because Mario's traveling for work and we're busy and we're just doing what we can. So, yeah, Mario's in hot and muggy, also North Carolina. New York City, I am in hot and muggy Los Angeles because what is this? But
yeah,
we'll live to see another day.
Yeah, I was recapping with Angela on how my day went, and I have taken more showers and walked more miles than I have really ever in one constant sitting session.
Yeah, like a 4-day period.
Yeah. Yesterday, which was my full day here, spent all morning walking and walked, I don't know, maybe just in the morning, walked a good 5-6 miles going back and forth because I am here for work. I also have potential work. So I went to go visit the potential sites to be able to I did good, and I took extra pictures and I visited and understood the context. But my work here right now was actually very late at night, which on the plus side gave me the ability to explore a little bit. And yesterday I went to the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yay! So very jealous. Very, 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 very jealous.
I unfortunately missed the match, so I'm going to be learning a lot. I saw a little bit of the highlights. I'm going to be learning a lot more about what just happened. But yeah, I marched myself straight to the box office in the morning to try to be one of the first people in line, and I got a rush ticket. So I got a $30 ticket to go see the show. Front row mezzanine. It was amazing. Well worth it. Well worth the time going there and then walking around the rest of the city.
Were you the first person in line?
I was not. I was maybe 20th in line.
Oh.
But on Saturday they have two shows, the matinee and the
matinee.
So it was fun. Also got to see family, which was really nice. I don't really get to see my East Coast family very often, so that was very nice. And it was up till 3 a.m. at my project, and so I literally
here we are now.
I woke up and I told Angela hey, this week I'm gonna be in New York, let's record early if we can, just so we can get out of the way and we don't have to worry about it during the week. I'll be on the East Coast. I'll be 3 hours ahead of you, so I'll be up and at 'em and ready to go. And blah, blah, blah. I literally woke up maybe 15 minutes before Angela texted me to say, hey, I just woke up, just give me some time to myself.
Throw my notes together.
I was like, don't worry about it. No, take your time.
Meanwhile, I'm just speedy fingers typing like crazy. Luckily, I had a general idea of what I wanted to talk about already because Seattle has a storied history and there's lots to talk about. But to give a quick little match recap, we drew in Kansas City, which makes sense given our record against Kansas City. We're just kind of holding steady, holding even. We went up early after a fantastic goal from Taylor Suarez, her first NWSL goal, which feels crazy because I thought she had scored, but I think she had assisted a previous goal this season. She has had a lovely rookie year, and it's been really fun watching her grow in the role as the team lineup has shifted and injuries have happened and all the things. Kansas City equalized a few minutes later on just like, we just got. It was one of those where you're like, damn. We had a few shots.
I saw the timestamps on those, and I was like, oh, yeah, that all happened in the first half, and then
we just parked it. Everybody was like, well, we didn't park it, but it was very much this like scramble, 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 and then other teams scramble, 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 and then back and forth, just like shots on goal, or like attempts to shot to. Oh my god, I can't even talk. I have not spoken this much this early in a hot minute. There was a lot of good attempts on both sides, missed attempts on both sides. It was a weird match in general. It was just kind of like fine. It was also because I was splitting my time between the inaugural game of the Women's Professional Baseball League, so we had the sound on with that, and we had the Angel City game on TV because for some reason our ESPN app was being dumb. So and then Eva was watching the Yankee game on her phone, and then on my iPad I had the Gotham Houston game. So we had 5 screens on, in case you're wondering what our household is like on any given day.
We just need to get you the same setup that he has with the array of TVs, so that you can program each one to a different channel.
Yeah, but overall it was a fine match. It was one of those where it's like, okay, we could have played better, but so could they. So I'm glad we walked out of there with a point. We are still, as of right now, as of recording, which is 9 a.m. Pacific on Sunday morning, we are still in playoff contention. And looking at the games today, neither one will really shift too much of where we are. The Denver-Boston game, neither one of them can eclipse us in points. The other teams are already ahead of us in the standings, so whatever. Neat. And we still have 2 games in hand.
Hooray! 2 games in hand. Woo! Yeah.
But
I think the big news out of that match was, and the thing that I saw after the show when I was like looking at my phone and catching up on everything, was Sveindís.
Did you know that you can have a body flashback of an injury that was equally as hard that you sustained in a very similar fashion, and then sit there for the next 45 minutes, actually 2.5 hours, nauseous and feeling terrible? Because guess what happened to me yesterday? If I never hear another player wailing on the pitch, on the court, on the device that they play on, it will be too soon. There needs to be like a directive for the broadcast teams that if somebody goes down and is in visible, awful pain, cut the mics on the pitch. Cut it. It's traumatic for them. It's traumatic for people listening. Give them just that ounce of privacy. It's awful. And I hope she's okay. A few people I saw were posting like, it's probably just a small sprain. It's not. I can tell you right now it's not. I give her so many kudos for walking off the pitch. I wouldn't have. Depending, I've done it multiple times. I've walked off the court, but sometimes you have to do it just to kind of like quell the nausea that's going through your body of just like sheer pain, and it gives you something else to focus on. But yeah, I hope she's okay. I hope that whatever the recovery is and that whatever the severity of the injury is not insurmountable. Ankles suck, frankly. We all have 2. Some work better than others. Mine aren't so great. Well, one of them is now because it is surgically engineered. Cost me 25 grand. Yeah, no big deal. I have zombie parts now, for those who don't know. So, yeah, I hope she's okay. I hope the recovery is not as long as I'm like mentally anticipating it to be.
You're like
soft tissue
preparing
injuries.
yourself for her.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm like, do you need like somebody who's been through this? I understand. Soft tissue injuries are the worst. I would rather break a bone any day of my life than go through another sprain, ligament tear, tendon tear, anything like that. Because when your bones reset and reestablish themselves, they're actually stronger than before. The osteocytes build up and they reestablish better connections and reinforce different parts of themselves. So soft tissue just says LOL, nice try. It is very rubber bandy in that sense. So all the good well wishes to Sveindís. Like I said, Taylor Suarez's goal was great. We had a few great passes. There was Angelina had some amazing saves. Like, it was just an all around decent performance. Sure, I would have loved to win, but I think the steam was just like that pressure valve on our team just went the second Sveindís got hurt, and it was like, finish the game. Just finish the game.
Do you remember when she went down? Because I was watching the highlights, and thankfully, I don't, unless I haven't got to it yet. They didn't show.
Like late in the game, like 75th, 80th minute, something like that.
Oh, okay. I don't think they did show it in the, like, why would you put that in a highlights package? But yeah, no. I don't believe so. But yeah, there was overall, and I'm going based off the highlights, so they're cutting it to make it look good, right? Suarez was having a game. Like, she was in the right spot every time she needed to be. She had a good couple of looks at goal that I was like, all right, you're like, she's understanding this. She's got this. She's on board with everything that's happening. There was a few shots, and I couldn't tell because when I was previewing this, I was also setting a bunch of other stuff up, so my screen was this big. There was a few more shots from way outside the box that just, again, we haven't had much success with across the team, so
yeah,
maybe fewer of them. Like, still do them because you never know. But
that was a freaking rocket. So it's one of those that we shouldn't stop doing it, but we should
less frequent.
Use those attempts wisely.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, don't stop because you never know. You might get that
exactly
that good shot. But if you're on shot 6 from outside the box for yourself,
it's not working.
Maybe tonight's not going to be the night, right? Like, let's just
shot selection is important.
Change it up. Let's change it up. But like what I really like, and every single time we have this, it's like the goal that we get, there's a beautiful buildup, and then you're like, more of that. So last game, when we had the pass up to Sveindís, like the moving the ball around, and then we launched it up to her. It was
gorgeous.
It was gorgeous. In the replay that I was watching, there was a lot of ball fumbling between both Angel City and KC, and everybody was just like, it was going in a like triangle, and then every single time I went around the triangle, it switched teams.
Yeah, it was just
and
like
then,
bink, 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 bonk, bink, bonk. Like
yeah, exactly. And then it finally kind of got loose, and then from that middle of the field, we were able to pass it up, open everything up. Suarez knew exactly where she needed to go, and then that just Laguerre just quick beeline to, and the touch was great, the pass was great, the touch was great, the swivel around, and the goal. Like, it was just everything worked the way it was supposed to be, and it's like,
and there was a similar situation later in the game between Ally Sentner and Taylor, and it was one of those where somebody just poked a foot out to knock the shot off target, and it was just like, oh my god, it was beautiful. Like, Ally Sentner got through 3 defenders, did a little spinning.
Oh, her little spin around thing, yeah.
Yeah, kicked it, like Taylor saw it happen, she goes out a little bit wider, gets the ball over, and it was just like, ooh, okay, fine. But overall, it was decent. Again, okay, we got a point on the road, we're still in where we need to be, and I'll take it given what happened.
And that was our footy therapy prompt, which was a point on the road, we'll take it. And in general,
was
everything
just sad
was
when I posted it. I got 3 text messages like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "No, not."
everything during footy therapy in general was about exactly what we talked about. Suarez first pro goal. Very worried about Sveindís and hoping that she's good. And then really the other part that more on our Discord, because it's more of a chat, like we can actually talk to each other, was about our seemingly dwindling roster. Right at this point, we're at a point where we are scraping the bottom of our roster. I'm not saying that in a bad way of the bottom of the barrel.
No,
but
we're just real lean now.
We're just like, there are empty slots in our game day roster that we can have that we're not using simply because we just don't have people, right? Yeah. We have people in injury. We have people recovering that are not quite ready just yet. We just have spots open. Like we
have roster spots. Like we have space in general. Yeah. Plus, when you add in the injuries, like the SEIs, the personal leave, regular injuries, it's just it's happening again. But we'll talk a little bit about that later on in the preview. So you can either fast forward to when I start yapping, or you can just hang on for a little bit and then I start yapping again.
Yeah. All right. Well, really quick roundabout. As we're recording, like we said, on Sunday, there are still matches to be played today. But as Angela mentioned, they don't really affect our standing at the moment. So as a quick recap, North Carolina beat Orlando 5-0 on Friday. Holy moly, I didn't see that one.
It was wild. I saw the scoreline, and because I was at home, we had a big work barbecue. We were there till 6 or 7, and it was just like, I looked at my phone and I just went 5-0 North Carolina, and she's like, "Eva, what goes against who?" And I was like, "Orlando." I just went, "Whoo!" Like, what?
Yeah. Well, okay, so that happened. Go rewatch that. Probably. We have Racing Louisville being the Chicago 2-1. We have our game where we drew 1-1 against Kansas City. The Houston Dash lost to Gotham 0-1, and then
in that game, we have Sam Kerr missed a PK. Weird.
Ooh.
Weird.
Those are always it's always.
I feel like in-game PKs are weirder than shootout PKs, because you're like, what is this?
Shootout PKs, you understand a little bit the misses because of the added pressure. Like, the only time you have a PK shootout is for a tournament result, right? Like, to get that result to move on or to crown the champion. And but an in-game one, most of the time it's not even the person that got fouled taking the PK. It's your kind of designated PK taker, right? Yeah. And I don't know, is the pressure really on during a PK like that? Like,
I think
it sucks if you miss it.
Pressure. Yeah,
it is. Different. Oh, I mean, pressure's always pressure, but yeah, it sucks if you miss it.
And I mean, different angle of it, and it's the kind of thing too where it's like, is Sam Kerr the greatest goal scorer? Probably yes. Jane Campbell as a keeper is nothing to sneeze at. She is top tier. She's so good. So,
and I will say, greatest goal scorer and greatest finisher does not equal a good PK taker.
It's true.
So they're not one and the same. PK taking is actually a slightly different
kind of skill. And so you can't just say Yeah. No, go ahead, finish your sentence.
I was just going to say, you can't just say that, our goal score leader is our PK taker. That's not always going to translate, because that goal score leader might be really good at getting into the box or getting into the spot and getting it through, but from a set piece,
it's different.
It might not be there. Yeah, it's different. So
yeah, it was also very interesting now that we officially know that Sonnet is out for the rest of the season. You could see it in the Gotham backline. I was like, oh shit. So, well wishes to Sane on patellar tendon recovery. That sucks. But I knew it in that game. I was like, that's not ACL tear. She's looking at her leg like, what the hell is this? So, yeah, that's it. It's just, this has been a really weird couple weeks in soccer.
Yeah. And then the last score that we have is Seattle beating Bay FC 3-2. Yeah. But then
Did you see the last goal in that game?
I did not. I haven't been able to catch up on any of the NWSL.
Since it was against the rain, we'll talk about it because that shit was insane. It was so perfectly scripted by the powers that be. So yeah, we'll talk about it in a minute.
Okay, all right. We do have a Chaos Award here, and it's kind of a personal one. It's a personal Chaos Award. I think Angela feels a little slighted.
A little is doing a lot of work.
And it has to do with WAFCON Group C.
I talked about this the other day. I'm upset that Nigeria and Malawi and Zambia are in the same group because I feel like this is illegal and mean and rude. Because as it stands right now, either Nigeria or Zambia will not be moving forward. And that's stupid. Because Malawi, the Chawingas, are... Oh, it's so fun. Yesterday I got to watch Malawi and Egypt, and then we watched Zambia and Nigeria. Nigeria went down a player, they got red carded, and then in the first half, and they had already scored one. Asisat Oshwala scored. So they're up 1-0, and that was the final score. That, like, Nigeria just locked in and held it, and Zambia was pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing, and they just couldn't get it. But there should have been multiple yellows, reds. I have not seen Barbara Banda tossed around like that since World Cup. It was insane. Like, full on, at one point, just grabbed from the back, like, her shoulder and just ripped backwards, and she's just, okay. Sure. And the ref was like, that's a foul. No? Like, it was wild. But next up is Malawi versus Zambia, and God help me. Can they all... I've never felt the, like, can they all just win and have a good time? Like, can they all just advance? Like, when you have these three teams, Egypt, like, doesn't stand a chance, and it sucks because they were playing very well and they got one back on Malawi. But, like, why is this happening? And I've seen so much discourse about, there's nobody in the stands. Yeah, because this was supposed to happen like 4 months ago. They didn't advertise this at all.
Yeah, we touched base on this, but yeah, the tournament was supposed to happen a long time ago, and like literally for a big national tournament, they cancel it like 2 weeks before to be like, oh yeah, sorry, we're not having it.
Qualifier for your entire continent, you're just like, not important.
No, and then they reschedule it, and yes, there was time, but look at the mess that it created in that. Yeah. The games have to be pushed to YouTube in the UK because the broadcaster that they had, they were like they were probably like
that they were supposed to have broadcasting rights.
Yeah, they were probably like, hey, we had a deal for like 4 months ago. Yep. I got Weakest Link to be showing right now, or whatever shit that it's not entirely their fault. Like, no. Okay, as a broadcaster, you can change the programming, but you also have to plan that out. And so it's not entirely the UK Channel 4's fault or whatever, but nobody in the UK could really watch these games, and they finally announced that all the matches for the UK region are going to be broadcast on YouTube, which is like, it's like a half step of like, we're figuring something out, but we didn't have enough to figure it out beforehand. So,
yeah, it's wild.
It is what it is. But I'm excited. I've been keeping up through WAFCON through updates and through you, but I want to catch at least one of these games at some point that I can.
The next most of the time Zambia game you need to watch. It's going to be insane.
Do you know what day it is?
I'm or when it's on right now. Oh, no, it's
Can
Wednesday at 1. Why does this have to happen when I'm at work? I hate... I'm going to scream.
Okay,
Cool.
if you want to scream,
I
let's
love this
scream
for
about
me.
something.
See,
If
this
you
is
want
my
to
chaos
scream,
award. This is
let's.
why I'm so mad. I just want to watch 5 of my favorite soccer players play.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to
Let me
scream,
have a
let's
good
scream
time,
about
damn
the
it.
next match.
Sorry if I look like I'm freaking out. I have a hair that's floating around between my arms and my legs, and it's like making me feel like there's a spider on me, so I'm fine. But I'm just like, ugh. Anyway, yes, let's talk
If
about the
any,
Seattle Reign matchup.
if anybody remembers, there was a blooper clip from episodes long of yore, where Angela had a little black lint ball thing on her shoulder and freaked out.
I forgot about that. I like cataloged it, put that away. That didn't happen. I'm okay, I promise. Sure. So
Okay,
we
so we are
play.
traveling up.
Yeah.
We are traveling up to to Lumen Field to play the Seattle Reign. We're continuing the road trip, the Angel City road trip, this week, and yeah, what are we looking for? Who are we looking out for in this? What are we looking out based on what you saw in the match and our roster? What are we looking to do ourselves? Yeah.
So we need to pay attention to 2 players. Well, there's multiple players on Seattle we need to pay attention to because they're really trying. They're figuring themselves out right now. They're finding their stride. People are back from injury. This match, I think, is going to be a big middle of the table match for us because Seattle's on the come up and we're doing this wibbly wobbly thing. Oh shit, we're doing well, but everybody's hurt, and now we're kind of freaking out about it.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a true test for us of how we bounce back from the Kansas City game, how we bounce back from a big injury, 2 big injuries, and really how we manage our roster, minutes, all the things. So first person is Maddie Dahline, number 5. She's a winger, wing back, she plays on the back line. She's originally from Minnesota. She was named Athlete of the Year in 2022 for the state. And that was in high school. And then she was a dual sport athlete, similar to our very own Sarah Gordon. She was a sprinter. She ran the 1, 2, and the 4. And she also played soccer, so she's got legs. She played 3 seasons at University of North Carolina, like the storied North Carolina of soccer, before she signed with Seattle. She is the 2nd youngest player to score in the Cascadia rivalry, second to Olivia Moultrie, because obviously she's the youngest.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
wild
really
that she's like 21 and a 5-year vet. I'm just like, what? She's like, yeah, I'm one of the oldest tenured Thorns right now. And it's like, you're 11. Like, stop. But Maddie Dahline was nominated alongside Lily Reel and Sarah Shapansky and Riley for Rookie of the Year. She's a very sneaky assister where you don't really see it coming, and then it's just like bang, bang, goal. She is in the national team program, and she's been there since 2023, so since her like freshman-ish year at UNC. She's been called up to the senior team 3 times, but she has 22 caps overall from like U20, U23, and then the senior team. She's just good, and she's very steady. I think that's the thing that impresses me most about younger players and in older players as they like figure out their place on a team is when you see the steadiness come in and you see that like the calm on the pitch, because I'm going to talk about that later with one of our players. Okay, cool. But we've got Maddie Dahline to pay attention to because she is a playmaker. Like, she's like the little mastermind back there. And then you have the Mia Fishel, Big Fish. If you have been around WOSO for a few years, you should know who she is. For the Reign, she's number 19. She's a forward. Originally from San Diego, she played at UCLA for a couple seasons where she had 32 goals over 58 caps. So it's a goal every other game, essentially. She was drafted overall in 2023. No, 2022 by Orlando. declined the contract there because it was like, well, I guess we'll take. It was a really weird situation.
Okay.
Ended up signing with Tigres in La Liga MX, where she is the first foreign-born player to win the scoring title in the league. She had, in 49 games, she had 38 goals.
Jeez. Okay. Yeah.
Right. It's like, oh. Once you like you put the math together and you're like, wait, what? Huh? Excuse me? Yeah, that is an insane scoring run. From there, she went to Chelsea, tore her ACL a few games into the season. So like 2023, 2024 was kind of like a wash for her. But she had played for Chelsea and scored, was like setting up for a great career. She tore it on international duty. She had finally gotten the call up. It was basically the like rumored TLDR is that it was like, well, she's not good enough to play for the national team. Like, we don't really need her. But yes, she is. In 2025, so last season, she signed a 5-year deal with Seattle and scored her first goal. Yeah, earlier this season, a couple games ago on a PK. It's her first goal. Scored again yesterday. She's the kind of player where when she's on the pitch, you're just like, oh, shit. Unless she's on your team, it's like, damn it, she will find a way. There's certain players that know where to put themselves, will find a way, can make the goal happen. She is one of them, obviously by her scoring titles and scoring records everywhere. She has since been called up to the national team at the senior level. She's been in and out of U.S. soccer since 2015. She has 3 caps so far at the senior level and a goal, so I'm hoping she'll still be in the mix given how well she's doing now with Seattle. Coolest little random, 2 cool things I learned about her is she wrote a children's book in 2024 called Big Fish, and I want to get it, and I want her to sign it. But her uncles played for the Bermuda national team, played soccer. So in 2018, in the CONCACAF U17 tournament, she played against one of her cousins, like when the U.S. played Bermuda, which is so fun.
That's cool.
Like, that's the thing. Like, players, especially those of us who are not of one country's lineage, sometimes you get those fun connections of, oh, I played against my cousin because they live here and I live there, and that's dope. So
yeah,
Mia Fishel is crafty. She's a scoring machine, and we need to keep a lid on that because no thank you. No. Absolutely not. Overall, Seattle, like I said, they're coming into themselves and they're really finding their stride and figuring out how to make games win. I mentioned to Mario earlier, did you see any of the Bay FC game and how Seattle ended up winning? He said no. Jess Fishlock is coming back from a big-ass injury that we all thought was going to end her last season ever. But because she is who she is back for the back half of the season. And I love this because I love Jess Fishlock. She has done wildly wonderful things for Welsh women's soccer, for Welsh soccer, for women's soccer, for just so many things. She is one of those pillars of history in the game. She has played for Seattle for her whole career and then WSL. When I say we need to mark her, we need to mark her. Those of you who've been around for a while remember the chicken dance on the sidelines when she scored on us to win the game. But yesterday, she subbed in and within 30 seconds scores the winning goal. Gets a chip from, I think it was Emery Adames, and just Silky came out and she just was like, big bonk, we scored. And it was just like, my friend Sarah was at the game and she's like, I can't even be mad. Like, Abby Dahlkemper is back. Jess Fishlock beats her. Like, it was just like, oh, it was a matchup of the olds. It was Abby D coming back from maternity leave.
Of the olds?
Jess Fishlock coming back. Yeah, Abby is 39, I think. One of them is 39. I think it's Abby. But, like, it's whole ass adults being like, yeah, I'm back. Let's go. And then it was just this, like, moment of just, of course this happens. And my friend was like, yeah, I just had to explain to my brother that when certain players score, you just have to accept it and actually like it. And that's one of them. she's like, she's done too much. She's retiring at the end of the season, like all this kind of stuff. And I was like, good, tell Kyle, as much as we hate that Bay lost, we love Jess Fishlock and his family. And she's like, exactly. It was very funny, but you need to watch the highlight. It was absolutely bonkers. She subs in, the play starts, the chip goes up, and she just like think, and okay, that's it. It was like, what the fuck? I'll send you once we're done recording because it's ridiculous.
Okay, so we got to keep an eye on Fishlock then.
Just Fishlock to go, and the thing was, it was like a big fish subbing out, Fishlock coming in, and it was like, there's too many fish. Stop. But it is Seattle, so I guess it makes sense. But overall, with Fishlock coming back for them, Seattle figuring themselves out, we also have to get our shit right over the course of this week. The injury bug is beating us up real hard right now. Rumor has it our injury list, our availability report should be getting shorter. People should be coming back over the next week or two. I really hope that's the case because we need bodies.
Yeah.
Please.
Like I'm saying, we are struggling to fill the game day roster with the current roster that we have. With the current availability,
we just signed a not a short-term contract, but kind of a short-term contract with a player from Portland as a midfielder, which hopefully will help. But I would like the players that we have to be healthy. I think they would like that too.
Yeah.
So hopefully so. But in the Angel City side of things, I really want to talk up Ary Borges because, and I've talked about her multiple times this season, but when that signing happened and we lose Macy for Ary, it was just this like, what? Because Ary is a very emotive and emotional player. She's very high energy, but like that comes with, it's like when you're a little kid and like you have so much energy and you just like bite something because you're like, I'm so excited. Hyped. Like, yeah, it's like that. And
that example.
It's like this uncontrollable thing. You just like freak out. That's how I like related Ary. Like she's so emotional, so passionate about the game. But over the last, like, I want to say probably 6 months, including the international break, because with the Brazil game, that crazy ass game that happened, the US-Brazil, where there's like 9 red cards and all kinds of weird shit happened, she was one of the few who didn't get carded. And as someone who has accrued yellows and accrued red, she has a history of being this super emotional player. And it really feels like this international break and this season alone, and maybe it's because her wife's pregnant with their second kid, life is changing for them. I don't know what it is, but it's so cool to watch somebody go from being a very emotional player and driven by emotion to becoming a player who plays with emotion. And it's different. It's how I described the finals last year. Gotham, Washington Spirit. Washington Spirit is an emotional team. Gotham plays with emotion. They use it to drive them versus controlling everything. And that's like the mental shift I've seen, at least with Ary. I feel like she's playing some of the best soccer she's played in a very long time. It's really fun to watch because like you'll see her ready to like almost crash out and she's just like, you'll just see her do this. She's like, breathe through it. It's okay. You don't need to get mad about this. I'm mad about this, but I don't need to get that mad about it. You know, and like the self-talk of calm back down, stay in this moment. Like this doesn't need to change how you're playing because you're playing really well. And it's watching that maturation of her in just a year and a half has been really cool. And I'm happy for her because she's playing amazing. She can score when needed. She can build up. She can defend. She can be the playmaker. She is so good. And it's so cool to watch her grow that way. For those who don't know her playing history, she spent 6 years in the Brazilian leagues and has been on the senior national team for Brazil on and off since 2020. She had some injuries in there that didn't allow her to play. She's also been really outspoken about the conditions for players in the CONMEBOL tournaments. Like, I think it was, I don't remember which tournament it was, but they weren't allowed to warm up on the pitch. They had to warm up in the hallways. And she was like, what is that? No, we don't, the men can do it, but we can't, like, make it make sense. kind of thing.
Yeah.
In her 3 seasons with Racing, she had 3 goals across 53 caps. It was a weird time, but it looks like she has more of a leadership role, or she's taken it upon herself, whether it's like sometimes you have the team captains or the official elected leaders for the team, and then you have the ones that step up in different ways, and it feels like there's a different, she has a different role this year, I think, and whatever that is internally, I think it's working really well for her. It's really fun to see. But yeah, I'm just really happy because I know a lot of Angel City players, or well, not players, I don't know. A lot of Angel City fans were worried with this trade of like, what version of Ary are we going to get? Are we going to get crash out Ary, good Ary? Like, what is happening? We get the best of all of it. We get the emotion, but in that, I know how to drive it. I know how to control it. And that's, I think, what's saving our midfield right now.
Yeah, I know that there was a concern when Ary was coming.
Yeah.
But at this point, we can say we got the seasoned Ary. We got the Ary that has grown and has learned. Because, we didn't need another hothead
no.
on the pitch. And there's been times, but also, like, I can definitely tell that there's been more where she's reined it in. She's been like, all right, that's not one I need to fight. That's not something I need to, get involved with or something. Just we got to keep going. So I'm glad that we're getting. To me,
go ahead. Sorry.
I'm glad that we're getting the evolved Ary in her soccer IQ, like the growing the player that has grown up in learning what she needs to do.
Yeah, and she said something to me at the Jersey event that has been like in my head quietly for this whole season. Because I asked her, she was signing a card, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, like I can't believe you collect trading cards. Like that's crazy. You're having this fun conversation." I was like, "How are you liking it out here so far?" Because it was like January, February, something like that. It was early on.
Yeah.
And she kind of laughed and she goes, "It feels like home. It feels like Brazil. She's like, there's good food everywhere. I can see the mountains. I can go to the beach. It feels like home." And I was like, "Oh, well, that's good." She goes, "People look like me. I didn't have that in Kentucky. I didn't have a community." And so much of that is so important. And granted, they're probably up in freaking Calabasas, Thousand Oaks, but still, you can come to the city, you can find the pockets. There's a bunch of Brazilians here. Like, there's a place for anyone if you want to be. So hearing that from her, and that was really before she stepped on the pitch and really became part of this team the way we see it now, to hear that, I was like, oh, you already feel more comfortable in the setting you're in? That bodes well, and it shows. And it just makes me really happy, because I don't want players to be in situations where they're not uncomfortable or they're not feeling like they fit in or whatever, because that affects so much of what happens on the pitch. But yeah, that's Ary. But yeah, I'm really curious how this game is going to go. It's a toss-up. We have a really weird record against Seattle. Part of it is because of the Lou Barnes Fishlock of it all, and getting got essentially by the three of them, defense, in the midfield, and offensively. Right now, we have 3 wins and 6 losses. No draws. Just, that's it.
Yeah.
A lot of those, it just doesn't make sense. Like, it's one of those where we lost in the last 15 minutes. We gave up a weird goal. There's never been this, like, assertive, like, bam, bam, bam win. It's been us losing.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm hoping for the best. We know what the roster issues are that we have. It's one of those things where we're not necessarily playing bad. There are things that can improve, but we're playing shorthanded. Yeah. And by shorthanded, like, we have players on the pitch that are out of position. We have players that are not in their natural, like, this is the role I normally do. Now I have to adjust for this slightly different role. And that's not purely, play style. Like, Leaf is doing, I want to play, we're going to play this way and this is how you're going to do it. I think he's really just, unfortunately, what most of our coaches have had to do is adjust for the realities of how the team makeup is and who we have and who's healthy. And
yeah,
we shift people. Like, for the longest time, June was playing as a defender, like
for a
at
hot
the beginning.
second.
Yeah. So, and that's like the first example that I can pop into my head. But overall, we have people playing in not where they want to play. The games where we have been like, we're gonna win everything. We've changed. We know what we're. Those are the games where we're like, okay, everybody played where they were supposed to play, where they're comfortable, where they know what to do and they know
where they
how
don't
to
have
pass.
to think too hard.
Yeah, but now you're putting someone in a weird position where it's like all of their mental muscle memory of like, this is how I pass, now has to be adjusted for a new angle, and then that changes everything, right? Or you're completely asking someone to completely change positions and be like, we need your support here. So hoping for the best, looking at the realities. We'll see if there's any announcements about any kind of player returns or new signings. We still got time, but it's quickly running out. With all of that, though, I really do hope we get something that just kind of continues the momentum that we were building up on. I hope that these kind of losses or ties aren't going to stymie that in any way.
I think we'll be okay.
Yeah. Well, if you've gotten this far, you probably like what you're hearing, so hit that subscribe button. Check out casualfc.com for all the links, the YouTube links, the social links, the podcast links for any kind of platform you want to find it on. Come join us on the Discord. It's really fun. We have all the banter, and the footy therapy really is a lot more therapeutic on Discord because you can talk in real time with everybody else. And best ways to support the pod: comment, subscribe, share a post about the episode, tell a friend, grab some merch at our grab some merch at shop.casualfc.com. And if you feel so inclined, there's an easy way to help support the pod by throwing us a couple bucks at Buy Me a Coffee. So it's buymeacoffee.com/casualfcpod. First and foremost, though, tell a friend about the pod. It brings us good luck. We pack it up and we give it to the team as much as possible. So let's really make sure that you spread the word and we can give the team a nice big delivery of good luck.
Yeah,
With all
we
of
want
that,
these 3 points real bad.
Yes. Come on, we have 2 games in hand. Don't screw them up. Which
Exactly.
we kind of already have, but we still have
But
them.
you never know.
You never know. The NWSL can be chaos incarnate whenever it wants to be. So we've got that going for us.
Yep.
But with all of that, everyone, have a safe one. I am flying back today, and see you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.